Overseas now, no let-up today in the Gaza attacks. Israel launched new airstrikes today with army troops standing by at the border, waiting for orders to launch a ground invasion. The leader of Hamas warned Israel its troops would face a bloody battle if they invade. On the seventh day, no one rested. Hamas rockets, albeit fewer of them, continue to fly defiantly out of Gaza, blasting holes in Israeli homes. Israeli planes continued to bomb Hamas targets. As Hamas buried the firebrand cleric and suicide bomber advocate killed yesterday. The Israelis say they actually called his house first to warn his family and give them a chance to flee, but no one answered. His blood, the mourners said, will be fuel for attacks on Zionists around the world. And Gazans continue to struggle to survive both the bombs and the shortages of everything. Israel is letting aid in, but the only thing not in short supply is misery. Some are escaping Gaza's horrors. The Israelis have allowed several busloads of foreigners to leave the prison that the Strip has become. They're the foreign-born wives and children of Gazan men. And they're leaving their husbands and fathers behind to who knows what fate.
We don't sleep. We don't know how to sleep. We just stay and we're like, you know how it feels waiting for death?
It could get worse. An invasion of the Israeli armored units massed on Gaza's borders would inevitably raise the casualty stakes on both sides. There is growing international pressure for a ceasefire, but it isn't coming from Washington, where the outgoing administration is effectively giving Israel a green light to do what it has to do. But after 7 days of air war with Hamas still resistant, Israel's options may be narrowing, decision time approaching. Late today, President Bush called the Hamas rocket attacks on Israel an act of terror and said any ceasefire must include international monitors. In Iraq, one of the deadliest suicide attacks in months. At least 30 people were killed, 110 others wounded today when the bomber attacked a luncheon gathering south of Baghdad. The target, Sunni tribal leaders allied with the U.S. against al-Qaeda.